Hi guys, today is, let's see, January 7, 2013, losing track. Um, Today is 14 weeks. This is a combination of my 13th and 14th week. Wednesday is my 14th shot. I had my 13th last Wednesday. I have been on T now for 3 months, and not much changing still. My voice is continuing to drop. Um, I've got a lot of stuff going on in my throat. It's like a congestion type of thing, phlegm coming up. I gag when I try to eat. I just have a lot of problems getting stuff down and continuing at night when I'm trying to sleep. Uh, it just I have to be careful how I lay because the air wants to come out through my mouth. It comes in through my nose, but it wants to go out through my mouth. Um, I've got hair growing on my belly from the bottom of the breast down, and it's matching in with all the hair on the upper legs, lower legs, all of that. I noticed it, and then a couple days later, it was really starting to come in. Um, haven't seen any hair on my chest yet, which is fine with me because I've seen guys that started growing on their hair on their chest before their chest surgery, and it's pretty gross looking. Acne is totally under control. I do a once a day regimen, and no problems there. Today is 15 days pre-top surgery. Uh, the only bad part is I'm going to really miss my kitty, Lonnie, because we're going to be gone for almost 2 weeks. I have trouble talking. I get kind of hoarse if I talk too long, if I try to put out any volume. Um, Between being warmer than I'm used to be and having to wear 2 or 3 layers of shirts to hide the breast, I've been sweating buckets. Um, it's still not going to change the temperature difference. I, well, back. I'm looking forward to getting the breast off and having and being able to just wear one layer of clothing. It still won't change the temperature change between Bill and I, but we're coping fine with that. And Lonnie is helping me make the video. Um, let's see, facial hair's coming in good. And I've started shaping a future mustache and sideburns. I filled them in with mascara one day and took some pictures. The hair's there. All I did was just kind of darken it a bit. And I'm shaving. The growth is sparse, but it looks strange if you let it grow. So I randomly, I shave it every few days. Um, the voice is cracking, varies through the day, still hoarse. It's usually deeper in the morning, comes up a bit during the day. My singing voice has changed octaves. I can sing really low now, but I've lost the high notes. I'm getting, I'm getting stronger. Um, my last leg workout was incredible. I pegged out the leg press machine at 310 pounds. Um, the plates are 15-pound increments. I started at 200 pounds for 8 reps and just kept putting on the plates, just kept doing another eight. And I pegged it out at 310, which was all it had, and I didn't feel any real discomfort. Um, I'm sure my squats would be good also, except my injured hip, continues to bother me, and I get some discomfort here when I squat. So I don't squat real heavy because I don't want to aggravate it. I'm looking forward to getting off the bipolar meds, which I'm phasing down now. Kitty's trying to push off all the paperwork off my desk because they have side effects that aren't good. So I'm looking forward to that. Uh, let's see, what else? Oh, uh, Kitty, Kitty. You gotta quit getting into all my stuff. Say hello and then say goodbye. Okay. Um, I got cornered by a guy in the gym who I don't really like, don't respect the man, and I hadn't planned on saying anything to him ahead of time. The only one I've talked to is Jan. Um, a good guy, sensitive, reasonable. I can respect the man. Anyway, this other guy, uh, kept cornering me and saying, "What's wrong with your voice? Your voice you've been hoarse for too long. What's going on?" So I decided to tell him what was going on because I figured he's going to learn anyway. Rather him hear it from me than someone else because Jan's not spreading it around. Anyway, so he started laughing at me and making rude, crude, loud remarks and just making a big scene out of it. So I thought, okay, fine. I walked away. Anyway, this last Wednesday, I was in the gym working out, and he was with his little group of followers that have no brain of their own. They have to follow him around. And I'm looking at my workout log, kind of checking what I've done, see what I want to do next. And he's over at the next machine, and he shouts over to me, "What's the matter? Are you confused?" And I looked at him and I says, "No, you get kind of ditzy after you work out hard, everybody goes through that." And the guys all laughed, and then he said, "Is the surgery gonna fix that problem too?" At which point I just looked at him. I said nothing, and I walked away. And the guys are all laughing. I thought, yeah, well, low self-esteem, lack of self-confidence, got to prove themselves, got to cut others off at the knees so they feel good about themselves. So I saw Jan a couple days ago, and I told him what had happened, and he was just, "Are you sure that's who told you?" I says, "Yes." It's like I've known the man for years. I mean, I know who it is. I know the group. I says, "I know you hang out with them." And he says, "That's totally out of line." Uh, Not only are Jan and this other guy members of the gym, they're on the board of directors. And so, in a way, they're representative of the gym, of the business. Anyway, he says, there is laws in effect that everybody knows about all different forms of discrimination, harassment. He knows that just as well as anyone. And he says, "Do me a favor, keep a record of what he says to you and does and what anyone else says and does." And I says, "Well, I've already recorded those incidents. I'm going to record what we're talking about." And he says, "Okay." He says, "I suspect something's going to come up at the board meeting." And he says, with him saying that now, he says, "I suspect it even more." So I told him, um, I've never been one to instigate lawsuits, but I'm not afraid to do so. And if I mention it, all I have to mention it to is the ACLU, the Transgender Law Center, and the Transgender Law and Policies Institute, and they will come looking for you guys. Uh, Him, the gym, the board of directors, and it won't be me suing, it will be them. going, checking out somebody that harassed someone. Uh, and I also told him, I says, I'll give you a little bit more ammunition. I'm not the only transgender here. There are 5 of us here. I says the other 4 stealth for very good reasons, as but I have no fear anymore. They can come looking for me, and the the 5 of us stick together. Well, all of us, even if they're not at the gym, stick together because just like in any group that brings forth other members of society to adopt an opinion of hatred and harassment, um, we kind of watch out for each other, watch each other's back. We don't say, oh, yeah, well, so and so's a member here, too. That's totally unethical. Anyway, I suggested to Jan, this is not a witch hunt, is not a good idea. Um, I have um, I've always said that I will never allow another person to uh, take advantage of me or benefit from blackmailing me. I will bring it to light myself and also their crime and what they're doing to me. I feel the responsibility at this point, as I feel in a lot of things, to lead the way in transgender, cut the path to freedom and civil rights, and help those that come after me. Um, I have only one basis of respecting or not respecting a person. It's how they treat others. The golden rule is my only belief and rule in life. Other than that, it doesn't matter to me how they define themselves. There are, hang on a second. Hello? One of them telemarketer things. Um, there are too many wolves in sheep's clothing in our society. And I will bring them to light if they mess with me and anyone else in my circle of awareness. If someone else doesn't like what I'm doing, doesn't believe in it, doesn't agree, that's fine. Go about your business. I won't harass you because I don't think what you're doing is right. Don't harass me. Um, if this sounds too harsh, it's because there are too many real harsh individuals in our society hiding under the umbrella of being good people. You are only as good as you treat others, period. Anyway, so much for the soapbox. Have a good week. Eye surgery is now 2 weeks from tomorrow, and about a week and a half from now, Bill and I will be leaving for San Francisco. So time's getting close, um, and it's all good. And I will talk to you later.